Hi everyone. So this is becoming a habit. Well, I promise I won't rant much. Anyway, this video is mostly aimed at people that are like in product management, in positions of leadership, and not so much aimed at SEOs or professionals that have been doing SEO for long. Um, and it's because the conversation and the disagreements and the debates between what is SEO and what is this new AI optimization buzzwords like GEO and whatever you want to call it, it's getting a bit like nonsensical, to be honest. And the nonsensical comes from what I understand to be SEO. And I also understand that everyone else might have a different perspective on what do they believe SEO is, how SEO works, and how they approach it. But how I see it and how I always designed for it, how I always provided to my clients and to my employers is SEO sits on top of basically all the other disciplines that a business has, from product to design to content to you name it. So it touches is like an augmentation lens that you bring on top of everything else. It's not a tactic or a reactive. Um, well, there it's a bunch of tactics, but it doesn't operate as a reactive, isolated strategy or a bunch of tactics on their own. It needs help from everyone else that produces something to make it shine. One of the things that I've always said on SEO is like it's a polish that you give on top of everything. And if what you're polishing is crap, then you're just exposing mostly the crap that you are doing and not, you know, doing any favors. But then again, this is the way I see it. I know that a lot of people see SEO merely as, tracking queries and rankings and going after positions in search engines. And you know, you can also do that, but that is should not be the ultimate goal in SEO. And this is how I see the conversations around that suddenly this other thing that appears because AI and everyone is jumping into the AI bandwagon needs to give an answer for. And suddenly people are coming up with things like, oh, it's because now it's about branding and it's about, unlinked mentions and it's about being factually checked for accuracy and being cited and I mean, what have you been doing? This is my people claiming these things like, what have you been doing in SEO if you've been not caring about your brand, if you've not cared about where you are present and where you are cited, what people say about you, what your users say about your content in terms of quality. What have you been doing? I mean, it's because this for me, this is something that I see it as inherent and core part of SEO. And if you've been following me on social, either on LinkedIn or X or whatever, once in a while I post this cartoon kind of style meme, with I'll already consider it a meme. Is like, you know, yeah, I've checked my rankings. Oh, I've checked Search Console. Oh, are your rankings down? Yes, I've called John Mueller. But have you talked to your users yet? Because you know, I don't know what a lot of SEOs think or do if they do not take user input to guide their decisions. What are you guiding your decisions on? Are you guiding your decisions on what a tool tells you? On what, keyword tracking tells you and just volumes tell you. I think this is a very reductive way to kind of look at SEO. And if this is your chance to kind of give it a spin and say now you do something else, well, think again. Like this is something that you should have been doing since the beginning. So for all the product managers and for all the CEOs and for all the VPs of product now wondering what do they have to do to be visible and mentioned in AI chatbots and AI overviews and whatever more comes, you need to be accessible. You need to be a source of authority. You need to be put effort in your work and have credibility. So go visit that, Peter Marville's UX honeycomb and follow each of those traits that a product should have. And when I say a product, is not something that is, it's not something that has to be necessarily tangible. It doesn't have to be a physical product. A product can be a software that you sell. It can be your software, what you write in terms of content. This video that I'm recording now is a product on its own. It's like it's a culmination of an effort, on a thought process that I'm putting here, and potentially it'll deliver value to someone. So if you've not been thinking about polishing as SEO as a polishing method for augmenting and bringing visibility to your product, and if you're looking at SEO as a isolated approach that someone comes shouting at you and at like something that should drive growth by its own and not with the help of the other departments, then I have sad news for you. You have been doing it, you have been not doing it wrong, but you have been leaving a lot of stuff, a lot of value on the table, to be honest. And so this is just to say, like, so far, and like since the beginning of all of this AI buzzword and discussions and fights about what name should we call it now has been sprouting on social. For me, it's all making more sense on what I already do for SEO, and I don't feel any need to change my approach and what I do in terms of SEO product management, technical SEO, because I've always looked at SEO as a holistic approach to branding, to voice, share of voice, and it's not just like that. It's about keywords or density or links. This is very reductionist. This is not. This is SEO from. If you think about keywords and links and URLs and titles, this is SEO from 2008. This is not SEO from 2025. Not will be much less SEO from 2026. And if you are thinking as GEO, as something new, that now all the branding and all this new trustworthy signals and being factually correct and being cited and being discoverable and being, having a product that people enjoy, then you are just catching up. You are just catching up to what SEO should always have been in 2025 and coming 2026. So, there's nothing new that you need to do in terms of SEO to be visible in AI. There's nothing new in terms of strategy, in terms of content strategy that you need to do if you already do content properly and not just content after chasing rankings, obviously. And there might be space for some tools to give you insights into what's going on into AIs, but remember, no, at this point that I'm recording and I'm speaking, no service provider, no search engine, no LLM chatbot, no AI company gives you insights into what's happening inside these systems. So any tool that provides data, either it be clickstream data or it be, synthetic prompting, or it be, some form of trying to, create insights into what's going on in AI, it's pure guesswork. And you should take it as that. It's pure guesswork. It's not that it's not valuable. It has its validity, but with a grain of salt. You should take it a little bit not as a pure source of truth and not guide your efforts towards tracking something that can be mildly inaccurate, if not completely. But, by all means, explore these tools. But, bear in mind that everyone trying to sell you GEO and new tactics around content or whatever, it's just, I don't want to go into, spewing things that are coming to my mind, but it don't need to go that avenue if your SEO is solid and you have always been doing SEO the way it's supposed to be done. So once again, for all the CEOs and all the vice presidents of product and all the product managers and people in, even marketers, make sure that the SEO that you are doing and the way you are approaching SEO for your business is not chasing after vanity metrics, is not chasing after purely keyword volumes, is not chasing merely after what tools kind of give you in dashboards, but that you are giving your users satisfaction in terms of having a good information architecture, having a website that is enjoyable to use, to navigate, and that shows that you've put effort into it, and that is technically correct, that has everything that it should have for these systems to be able to extract relevancy and mention you, and you should be good to go. You should not need to do any new 10 projects around GEO because now someone tells you that there are some semantic bells and whistles that changed. This is just someone trying to sell you something. So again, let's dial it down. Let's go back to being sensible about what we are doing. Let's a bit sound like that we know what we are doing because we're supposed to know what we are doing, and do SEO properly, So that's all what I have to say for now. Sorry for the rant, kind of borderline ranting video, and I'm about to go on a few holidays. So, enjoy, pay attention, and, thanks for watching.